Mark, is it? Alright folks, Genius Idiot, we are back. Click on case on Facebook. Let's head on to case number 7, which is called Gut Out. Oh, that's nasty. That is nasty. It turns out the late Dr. Activist was right to be worried. The malevolent force sucking the life out of from livestock is real. Apparently animals have been mysteriously dropping dread for 5 years in the Southwest. But the thing is, the force does no physical harm to them, they just die. Their bodies have sulfur residue on them. Yo, I gotta clue you guys in those animal deaths Hope told us about here in New Mexico. I've got bad news and good news. The bad news is that the livestock deaths happening in this part of New Mexico have nothing to do with malevolent sulfuric evil. But the good news is that I know what is killing the animals in this area, and it's a chupacabra. Wait, did you say a chupacabra? That's your good news? Well, yeah, it's a local legendary creature. The Spanish word chupacabra means goat sucker, because they go around sucking on goat blood. But that isn't the half of it. Chupacabras have crazy sharp teeth, and they rip their victims' guts out. Not just goats, but humans too. Well, I can't believe they're real. My abuela used to tell stories about seeing them, but us kids always thought she was just crazy. Was your grandma from around here? Yeah, my family lived in New Mexico till I was 7, before social services put me in foster care. Anyway, there's a chupacabra on the list. We better look into these attacks before they get really out of hand. The most recent attack happened near Taos Pueblo. That's where you should start. Maybe someone there saw some. After years of hearing stories about chupacabras, I've got to see one of these things for myself. Let's go, Ace. Right. Oh, that is a very cool depiction. And yes, we're going to try and get case 8 done as well. Yikes, that looks nasty. Oops, that's it. Maybe I forgot to do it. Nope, I got a star. Cool. Ace came to contain a chupacabra, but it looks like we're too late. There's a dead guy over there. Look, the victim's guts are spilling out. Just like Felix said, the wound has little jagged tears around it, like it was done with super sharp teeth. Definitely a chupacabra attack. Alright, Ace, we have a human casualty on our hands. We retract this beast before it strikes again. But where to start? Alright, you found a note next to the victim with a drawing of the chupacabra. The note says, Paul, I'll let this thing loose on you. Well, this Paul must be our victim. What did the author mean by unleash? Sounds like the chupacabra wasn't a predator, but a murder one. Ace, I've only learned that they're real. Now it turns out they can be used for murder? You're right, we better collect the substance from the note if we want answers. Oh dear lord, what kind of rabid animal did this? Hello? Who might you be? I'm Malcolm Drummond, organizer for an artist retreat starting tomorrow. Artists are arriving from all around to participate. But now our most famous instructor, Paul Eder, is dead. This could ruin everything. Well, calm down, sir. We are private detectives. We can deal with this unfortunate death if you allow us. We'll just need to ask a few questions in a minute. Sound good? Yes, please. By all means, investigate. Ace, where should we start? This drum guy mentioned in our retreat. Well, let's keep our wits about us. There's a chupacabra on the loose and a killer who unleashed it. We gotta find them both. Alright, so my guess is this place is a retreat. So I'll bet you if I talk to him, I might get more information. Ace, artists have started arriving for the retreat and they paid a fortune to attend. Can't have this grisly death overshadow their stay. Well, actually, it's more problematic than that. We have evidence that Mr. Eder's death was a murder. Do you know who might have wanted to hurt him? Well, not that I know of. He was a huge name in the art world. No enemies, per se. Paul lived here, which is how I convinced him to teach our retreat. He's one of the reasons for our successes. I'll show you where his studio is. Or his studio was, to help get your investigation wrapped up ASAP. Sweet. Awesome, guys. Well, anyways, I'll see you guys in a little bit. I am going to grab a whole bunch of stars. I'll be right back. This is Genius Idiot. Oh, shoot, that's right. Obviously, I can click on this. Ah, I miss a week and all of a sudden I forget how this whole thing plays out. Silly me. Oh, that's not it? Oh, okay. Okay, so that's gonna be from town to beer. So Ace, our victim was a famous artist, and this was his studio. What can we learn about him from before he became Chupacabra food? His broken lock was probably the victim's. Putting it back together might give us a lead. You know, they found the victim's box of supplies. Let's see what's inside. Perfect. Alright guys, like I said a little bit ago, I'm gonna grab a whole bunch of stars, because I gotta be able to knock all these things out. See you guys in a bit. This is Pitching 88. Oh, that's great. Alright, mark, that's it. Alright folks, Pitching 88, we are back. Let's examine all of these things. We got 24 stars. Holy moly. That was quite a challenge. And so it took 45 minutes to get 24, so almost 2 minutes a star. That's about right. Looks like kind of hair ribbon in the artist retreat goodie bag. That does look like Bathsheba ribbon. What the heck is Bathsheba doing here in Teos Pueblo, New Mexico? And just what we needed, an insane vampire mixed up in a Chupacabra murder. Alright, let's find Bathsheba. She's probably hiding in some basement nearby. Oh great, Bathsheba's back. Great. Just crazy. Just crazy. I can see her releasing. I can see her releasing a Chupacabra on someone. But to be fair, I would think that she'd actually want to just drink the blood, so. Oh, Jacob Arrow, for sure. Ace, this is from the killer's note might tell us who sent the Chupacabra loose on our victim. Let's get it to the lab. So far, Jacob Arrow is our best chief that I've seen so far. My main reason for that is Jacob Arrow to me is essentially essentially Frank, but as a chief, and I love Frank. Ace, this is Mr. Eder in the locked photo, and he's with a woman. And you're right, there's engraved text scratched away on the other side of the locket. That can tell us who she is. My guess is his wife. Does not look like his daughter. Alright, so that's correct. Nope, that's not it. That's it. Ace, what's in the victim's box of art supplies? There's a palette knife for the name Axel Bross. This Bross guy could be another artist. Ask him about the victim. He could be. He has painter's tools and his name on it. He very well could be an artist. Love your logical deduction there, Luke. Right on point. Ace, it says on the victim's log says Paul and Susan. And it says here Paul Eder has a sister named Susan Eder. That's her in the photo. Susan runs a goat ranch in Teos Pueblo. I wonder if she's had trouble with chupacabras attacking her animals. In any case, we know one attacked her brother, so let's see what Miss Eder can tell us. Ah, sister. Okay, sister. That's fine. Sister, wife. I'm pretty sure it wasn't his daughter, so. Bathsheba, you're a long way from home. What brings you to New Mexico? Oh, Ace, how exciting to see you. Did you follow me here? Are we playing hide and seek? Alright, no games, Bathsheba. A man was killed by a chupacabra this morning. Do you know about one being in the area? Yes. I saw one earlier and I tried to pet it, but it was shy and ran away. It's too bad, because I love chupacabras. They're adorable, like furry, spiky vampire doggies. I still miss Bigfooty since he died. I haven't had a fuzzy friend to play with, but a chupacabra would be nice. Oh, sure. But if you see the chupacabra again, you tell us, okay? It's very important. Gotcha. Last one to see a chupacabra is a rotten egg. Alright, Ace. You know just from seeing the victim that chupacabras are not cute doggies. They're dangerous, blood-sucking creatures. If Bathsheba's involved, she'll get what she deserves. Yeah. Oh, show. Hey, Mr. Brown, you hear that art retreat? Yes, I've come every year since I finished art school. Talking shop with other artists helps keep my skills fresh. I came to study under Paul Eder, but Mr. Drummond told me he's dead. Devastating news. It's only a matter of time before the art world feels the shockwave of his loss. He was a visionary. This guy tells me to do a painting dedicated to Mr. Eder. I imagine him lying dead on the ground with desert beasts feasting on his body. Creation is destruction, and this painting will depict a creator in the process of being destroyed. Well, that's an unusual motivation. Some people think I'm too dark. Mr. Eder always encouraged my instincts. Anyway, I've got to get started on that new piece. How much you want to bet that he never encouraged him? Yeah, that guy's got some intense ideas. We'll have to keep an eye on him to make sure he's not up to anything funny. And you can get an admin. All you gotta do is just be in the stream frequently and just chat. Most people in the stream have been chatting for years. But you chat for, a couple months, you might be able to be an admin. Are the investigators finally looking into livestock massacres I've been reporting for ages? No, ma'am. We're actually... Something's been after my animals. I heard it might be chupacabras. I had to throw out a whole load of alfalfa feed because it was soaked with blood. My animals are being annihilated, but nobody believes me. Ma'am, we're not here for that. Unfortunately, whatever's been slaughtering your animals killed your brother Paul this morning. Wait, what? He fell prey to the chupacabra as well? Well, actually, we're going to ask if you could tell us about this chupacabra and where we might find it. If I knew where to find it, I'd have killed it already. I was worried about my goats, but now the chupacabra is coming for us. Dude, he looks awesome. I mean, if I saw that, I don't know what I'd do. I mean, obviously, I'd probably die. But, I would be crying if I saw that. Hey, Ben, looks like the chupacabra made your job a bit easier. The victim's body was already cut open. Yeah, it's remarkable. First time I get to examine someone mauled by a chupacabra. I've only read about it in supernatural anatomy books before. But I also noticed something that books don't mention. The victim's vocal cords were also ripped out. It's as if the beast tried to make sure that Eder couldn't cry for help. But usually a chupacabra wouldn't care about that. Okay, well, at least we know the chupacabra was purposely sicked on the victim. Could that explain the strange behavior somehow? And it could. The killer could have trained the chupacabra to go for the victim's vocal cords. Oh, great. So you say train? You can train a chupacabra? I know it sounds crazy, but it's not the first time. I've read online about a dude in Mexico years ago who domesticated one like a guard chupacabra. How do you domesticate a chupacabra? You can't train them like you train a dog. They are wild and violent creatures, but interestingly, specific sounds in the Spanish language have a soothing effect on them. It's possible to teach them a few simple commands in Spanish, which means your killer speaks Spanish to train theirs. Orale! Ace, keep your ears open for Spanish-speaking murderer. This is crazy. Hey, Priya, I don't know about you, but this murder chupacabra is one of the strangest cases I've seen. I didn't even know they existed outside my brother's imagination until today. Yeah, it's our job to believe the unbelievable, but that doesn't mean we discover it won't be surprising. I will say, though, the sample you brought me falls into the believable category. It's a dessert called cajete. Somebody's gonna have to help me with that. Caramelized goat milk. Used to love cajeta. Anyways, when I was a kid, I always put on churros. That sounds delicious. And your killer would probably agree, since we're sure they eat kaiju. Ah, somebody's gotta help me with that. Except the killer didn't count on their sweet tooth getting them busted. Alright, well, if you guys know how to C-A-G or J-E-T-A, you guys could help me with the pronunciation with that, that'd be great. Yep. Yep. All recapping. Ace, I've got great news. You can find one of your killer's hangouts. Nice. Thanks, Ben. Always helpful, man. Always helpful, Ben. But anyways, guys, I'll see you guys in chapter 2. So we can see you over and out. And actually, we get to go straight to chapter 2. Alright, folks, but we're back. Let's head on to chapter number 2, where Ben knows. Yep, I was making a food run for the team at a restaurant that's pretty popular with locals. When I ordered, I noticed the guy. Oh, who's going to help me with that pronunciation? Kajita? Kajita. I usually know a lot of Spanish words. I do not know that word. Darn it. And when I ordered it, I noticed they got it on their menu. Good call. We know our killer eats it. What's more, Ben picked up some of said, and it's from the exact same batch as the one you found on the killer's threat. Which proves that the killer ate at a restaurant recently. Ace, let's go search the restaurant. I mean, I'm butchering it. Kajita? Kajita? You guys are throwing a million different ways under the sun. Oh, that's obviously a trash can. Always a trash can. So Ace, we know where this Paul Edder's killer recently ate it. Let's hope they left some clues for us to find. On this menu using pieces, let's piece it back together. The killer ate here, they might have left a clue in the trash. Let's check it out. Pizza. Man, my enunciation today is not on point at all. I am having a lot of issues. Yeah, you need to not only tell me how to speak Spanish, but do it with the correct dialect and realize that my like California accent has a horrible time with a lot of those words. This looks familiar to me. Hey, someone threw a dog toy in the trash. There's a massive bite out of it. But this is super hard road. A dog would have to have jaws of steel as too. Yep. This bite has to be from Chupacabra. These teeth marks look just like the ones on Mr. Edder's stomach. This toy might belong to the killer. Let's get it to Priya for examination. Oh, is it Cajeta? Ah, maybe that's it. That helps. That helps. That helps. So it's Cajeta. Rojo, yeah. Cool, you got the menu back together. Hey, there's a note on it. It says, Paul, try the mole. Carmen. Now, Paul could be our victim, and Carmen must work here, so she may be new. Let's see what Carmen can tell us. I hate that. That makes so much more sense. Thank you for that. I know the J is pronounced like an H. Buenos dias. Welcome to Tacos Pueblo. Table for two? Not really. Actually, we had some questions about the artist Paul Edder. We understand you knew him. Oh, yes. Very nice, senor. He comes for lunch every day. He should be in soon. It's getting late. Well, I'm sorry to say Paul won't be coming. He was murdered this morning. We're searching for the killer. Wait, Paul murdered? Dios mío. I just made enchiladas with fresh cheese for my ghost from him. Yeah, he'll never get to try them. Will you keep goats? Have you had problems with them being attacked by an animal? Oh no, I am very lucky. All the other farms nearby have had attacks, so I keep my goats inside the barn when I am not there to watch them. They are frustrated with me for that, but they are safe. Excuse me, I have other 8 tables to attend, but if you're hungry, you're welcome back at any time. I can totally see the chupacabra being hurt. She's sicking them on other people. That way her goats are better and safe. Ace, the barns next to are definitely from chupacabra. I thought we werewolves had strong jaws, but I don't think we can do this kind of damage. Yeah, Ace is further proof that our chupacabra had a master, even though they tried to hide their diabolical pet's toy in the trash. What else did you discover? I found spots of turpentine soaked into the rubber, and of course we know chupacabras drink blood, not turpentine, so it's clear those spots got there from the killer handling the toy. Alright, so now we have Ace, we know our killer uses turpentine. How about we look for some more clues in Paul's studio? Let's go. Yeah, that crying's Junior, the little one. He cries a lot. He lives a very rough life. We treat him so horribly. He's most likely crying because we're requiring them to share, and they're brothers. And Junior's older, so he understands it, but the little one does not like sharing. So silly. Yep. I'm hearing the missus saying you have to share. It's always the case. He always gets upset and starts screaming when he actually has to share a toy. The 4-year-old does a better job of sharing. Like, you can rationalize with him, but the 2-year-old does not understand sharing. But he's got to share. He just can't take toys from his brother. Oh, Ace, what is in that jar of repulsive? Are those guts? Definitely not the victim's guts, since we found them with his body, but that's a small consolation. There's a faded label with the victim's name. We should see what else it says. And a good call. We should listen to that message on the victim's answering machine. Can you crack the passcode? And this right here is why it's hard for me to go into case 8. Because you almost need 2 parents to kind of handle this a little chaos that these boys elicit. Sweet, the victim's answering machine is unlocked. Let's see what Hope can find recorded on it. Yep, boys will be boys. Yep, you got 2 boys, very similar in age. I mean, it doesn't surprise me that they like to, you know. But that's our job as parents, is to regulate and make sure that they do love each other. They're very nice. I have a couple of, they will actually sit with each other and they'll hold hands and stuff. So they'll do that stuff. But man, you get a toy that one of them wants, they see red, and you have to like separate them. Ace, the label on that jar of guts says, Paul, why don't you paint with your guts? So we know Paul didn't just have a jar of guts. This was given to him by someone. Let's see if we can identify the signature on the label. This day just started. He woke up 15 minutes ago. Oh my gosh. He's just... This is why I like to do it usually in the mornings when they're asleep. You guys wonder why I do this at really weird, fun hours. It's fun hours because it's random hours because of, you know, being able to wrangle them and stuff. Yeah, I figured this would be Axel. Signature on the jar guts perfectly matched signatures on paintings by Axel Ross. Doesn't look like we got along super well. If Axel gave a jar of guts to Paul with this nasty message, we've got to talk to Axel about this. Yeah, no. No, we don't head. What we do is I will stick him in a room and lock the door, and tell him when he calms, or give him a little time, he calms down, and then I'll let him out. And he's usually an angel after that. Hey Axel, what's up with the jar of guts you gave to Mr. Eder? Just a little ball busting between artists. Gotta keep each other on our toes, you know what I mean? We really don't. How do you explain it to us? Look, I came to Taos Puebla for two things. The amazing New Mexican food, especially sweets like cajeta. Ay, 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 ay. Es tan sabrosa. So tasty. And the top-notch instructions from Paul Eder. So what happened to make things between you go sour? I told him my new series of paintings would focus on the legends of chupacabras and the fear and danger surrounding them. But Mr. Eder told me if I focused on mythical creatures, I'd be worthless as an artist. He told me to paint what was real and what was in my guts. So I showed him my guts. I got some goat guts from a butcher and floated these suckers in a jar of turpentine. That old blowhard was a genius with paint, but that doesn't mean he knew everything about art and expression. Oh brother, this guy reminds me of multiple artists that have lost their minds in previous seasons. You guys think that's bad? That's not bad. You guys obviously don't have young kids. He's fine. That's normal. It's junior versus junior. And you know who wins? Mom and Dad. Always. Oh, Ace, I'm glad to see you so I can finally talk work. Gwen's preparing for her date with Justine tonight, but she freaked out because she's getting sick and might have to cancel. She went on and on about it, but I can't sympathize. I've never actually been sick in my life, so now she's in Ben's trailer getting some medicine or something. Oh, roommate adventures. Well, let's talk work. Was there anything interesting on Mr. Eder's answering machine? Yeah, but it took some digging to find. He had 50 voice messages from his students in the past 3 days. People asking which brushes to bring, asking if I focus on landscapes or portraits this year. But there is one recording near the end of the tape that you should hear. Hey Paul, it's Malcolm. I still don't have a replacement for the sculpting instructor, and sculptor class is supposed to start tomorrow. So break all your brushes and pick up some clay because you're a sculptor now. If you refuse, I'll have your head on a platter. Wow, stressful times in the art world, but still doesn't call for violent threats. Let's ask Malcolm about this. Oh, the laundry. That's actually hilarious. We have not done that. We do have a laundry basket. Both boys are a little too big for the laundry basket, but that would be hilarious. I would totally do that. Hey, Mr. Drummond, you threatened Paul over sculpting classes. You misunderstood the severity of the situation. I was getting everything together. Our new sculpting instructor bailed. I didn't have a replacement, so I told Paul to do it. He's so beloved in the art world that the sculpting students wouldn't even care he was a painter, not a sculptor. It's all art anyway. I mean, I've seen artists' works, and I know the drill. I've used paint and turpentine. How is sculpting clay any different? Are you always as quick to threaten murder when things don't go your way? Only when necessary, and Paul was an artist, and all artists are difficult. Organizing this retreat is like herding cats, and Paul was the worst. When I saw him later, I was so mad I started shouting in Spanish. I almost threw my cajeta in his face. Well, Mr. Drummond, if the police find out you killed him, you'll have bigger problems than being short 2 art instructors. Yep, we do. Let's see. There's oh snap! Now we're gonna meet the chupacabra. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. Yes, it is what you think it is. Look at, I love how he's got like, I don't know if that's like steam or if that's just like odor or. Oh, Archie's cage is even too small. Buen perrito, good doggy, good doggy. Eres un lindo perrito. Ace, I don't think speaking Spanish to it is working. Oh! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is Luke done for? Uh-oh. 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 Oh, man. Is Luke gonna survive this, or is he gonna have scars? Oh, man, he might have scars, like, all over his face. Oh, man. Bonnie would not be happy. Oh, snap. Oh, and I have to grab stars. Okay, so I'm gonna go grab some stars. I'll be right back. She's it. Let's figure out what happened to Luke. How mauled did he get? Because there was blood. Oh, there was a bang. Okay, I didn't see that. I didn't see the bang. So is he actually okay? Maybe I was wrong. Ah, so he did. Ooh, that was close. Oh man, I need a second to breathe. Right, we better make sure that the chupacabra is really dead. While we're at it, we'll look for some more clues. Oh, that's right. KJ Appa, yes, he is a Kiwi. That's right. That's right. Yep, so he did. I mean, he's the Jughead's from the comic books, but yeah, you're right. Shave my mustache. I do need to shave for sure. I might do that today. I mean, at least trim it. It's getting a little crazy. Chupacabra. 100 gold box. Where's this? Oh, there it is. I know what they're talking about. Central box. And then gloves over here. Cool. Ah, I forgot to do the... Yeah. Alrighty, so there's no question that Chupacabra is dead. Let's send it to Ben, but be careful around his teeth and claws. Now, is there other stuff that could be helpful? This tube has Paul's name on it. Looks like he used to carry canvases, and it's locked. Well, we should see what's inside. This was at the crime scene. This must be the victim's pallet. Someone tried to break it. And what's this grassy stuff they got on it? Let's examine. Still reeling from the attack, but we've got to get back to work. That is an awesome. I'm glad I didn't see that, because I was not sure. And I didn't see the bang. Alright, at least I wasn't paying attention to the bang. Interesting. That would have been cool if he got mauled, though. I don't know. That would have been interesting if he got mauled. Well, you can never trust criminals. Okay, they're pretty simple with this. They're notorious for killing off people, so, or mauling them or having stuff. So you can never really tell. Great, you got the victim's painting tube open. There's a painting in there. Oh, it's a painting of Carmen from the restaurant, but the nose is super weird, and all the eyes are all over the place. I think Carmen was flattered or angered by this portrait. Let's go ask her. Ah, it's like Picasso. Miss Garcia, you didn't mention that Paul painted your portrait. Because the painting is awful. It doesn't look like me. Que fealdad. So ugly. When Paul showed it to me, I wanted to destroy it, but he said he was proud of it and would show it in galleries. Oh, I wanted to kill him. Well, not kill, bad choice of words. I would never kill him. But I believed he was my friend. This is not friends, too. He turned me into a monster. Let's hope your anger didn't make you do monstrous things, Carmen. I mean, to be fair, in the art world, someone had, I think it was like a banana duct taped to a wall, and it sold for like 120,000. I mean, hey, art's in the eyes of the beholder. I'm not spending any money on art. I don't care. But some people do. Let's get this grassy stuff you collected to the lab. Interesting. It's like a cactus stuff? Oh my gosh, 6? I wasn't even trying to get 6 because I knew it was a lot. Well, the grass in the victim's plate is alfalfa hay. We both know Carmen and Susan have goats, but only Susan mentioned giving hers alfalfa. Why would Susan break her brother's palate? Let's go ask her. Surprise! Not everybody liked the victim! Oh my gosh! This is a revelation in criminal case. Hey, Miss Eder, why did you break your brother's palate? I wanted to break something that made him happy because he was destroying something that made me happy. My farm is failing. I told you before, my animals are being attacked by chupacabras. I just know it. How's that your brother's fault? I told Paul about the tax and asked him to help. He rolled his eyes and told me chupacabras aren't real. Said my farm was failing because of me. It's not my fault that it's that monster, Que Pesadilla. It's an absolute nightmare. I don't have much money, so I offered Paul turpentine for my farm supplies in return for his help. Or I'd make him some cajetas from what little goat milk I had, but he refused to help. Well, Susan, if you're Paul's killer, you'll lose more than your farm. I feel difficult to believe that she would own Chupacabra, but she could. It's possible. Whoa, wait, you survived a Chupacabra attack? Shows you got good reflexes. Yeah, and that's not what I expected when I woke up this morning. Any updates on ours? I found bits of the victim's entrails in the Chupacabra's stomach. Well, that's disgusting. Anything else we should know? I found hair caught in its fur that wasn't Chupacabra hair. It was blonde and belonged to your vampire friend Bathsheba. Bathsheba? Well, she did say Chupacabras were cute vampire doggies. Maybe they were closer friends than she admitted. Better talk to Bathsheba again. Oh, great. Now we killed her other friend. Dude, she's gonna come after us. Good night, Jaya. Bathsheba, Chupi is dead, and now it's time you told us everything. Did you unleash that thing on Paul Eder? What? No, you silly. I thought Chupi was going to attack that nice man this morning, and I tried to stop it. Wait, you tried to stop the murder? Yes, I had some sweetie, treaty, can't be beady cajetas on my hands, and I thought the Chupi dog would like to lick it off, and we'd become friends. But then the man came, and Chupi made a scary face and jumped out of my arms. The sunlight was getting burning on my skin, so I had to go hide. If Chupi killed that man, I did not see it. Alright, Bathsheba, you either really love animals or you're trying to fool us. Ace will find out. She's too crazy. I don't think that it's her. Yeah, I can't believe that you shot the Chupacabra. I mean, that has really quick reflexes. So let's go back to the restaurant. Oops. Alright. Now, let's see if I can get this. Alright, okay, obviously this is a clue. Somewhere up. Oh, burritos. Oh man, burritos sound delicious right now. His torn fabric has paint on it. Maybe it was the victim. Let's put it back together and find out. You're right. The killer could have hid something in that box decorations. Let's go look. We may be safe from the Chupacabra now. The killer's still out there. Let's track him down. Alright, we're getting very close. Cool, Ace, you got that fabric piece together. This is like the smock the victim used for painting. Let's get it to the lab. A Chupacabra. Chupacabra that apparently was somebody's pet and they trained to kill people. Which is not very nice. Oh my gosh, he's got a collar. Chupi. Oh, great, Bathsheba. Look, the name on the collar is Chupi. Let's see what Priya can tell us about it. Well, there's only one person that calls him Chupi right now. Brother. Priya, I made bad jokes about you being a werewolf, but I hope you didn't think this collar was one of those jokes. Actually, I didn't even consider that until just now. And no, this clearly is the collar of the killer's domesticated Chupacabra. What did you find out from looking at it? I found flecks of turquoise embedded in the metal buckle. I'm certain the bits came from turquoise jewelry, which means your killer wears the turquoise jewelry. Alright, let's keep your eye out for a killer with turquoise. Oh, I didn't even notice that. Huh. That's a good clue. It's gotta be somebody that's wearing some type of like jewelry or a belt or something. Well, Paul Eder's smock tells the stories of many paintings and one murder. Well, that's interesting. He wasn't wearing a smock when he was killed. True, but I found traces of Chupacabra drool on the fabric. And anyone who's trained a dog knows you have to familiarize a dog with the target's scent so it knows who to hunt. So you mean the killer used the victim's smock to familiarize the Chupacabra with Paul's scent? Well, that's genius. And stuck in the jewel, found fibers from clothes with stripes, Rio Grande pattern, as is popular around here, which proves your killer wears Rio Grande stripes. think the killer showed their stripes when they committed this murder. That and the turquoise are probably dead giveaways. Oh, is it his sister? Oh, he's got it too. Oh, so you don't have turquoise. You have turquoise. You don't have everything. It is his sister. No wonder none of her goats are being attacked. Dude, that is ruthless, man. That is ruthless. Susan, I we know you sick to your deranged pet and your brother Paul. What deranged pet? Your pet chupacabra. You had a collar and a leash for it and chew toys. Tried to hide them in the restaurant, but Ace found them. What are you thinking, keeping a pet chupacabra? That thing nearly killed us, you know? I hoped it might. You're sticking your nose where it doesn't belong. I told you my farm failing is true. All the other goat farms were outselling me. If that continued, I'd go bankrupt. But one night, a few months ago, I heard a strange sound. I went to see what it was, and there was this little creature digging in my garden. I thought it was just a sick puppy, so I took it in and cared for it. Once it got bigger, I realized it was a chupacabra, and I had an idea. I kept it a secret and successfully taught some commands in Spanish. That was when I decided to release my little secret weapon on other farms to kill off the competition. Wait, so you're the one responsible for the chupacabra attacks in Taos Pueblo? Yes, but meanwhile my farm was still struggling, so I asked Paul for money. But he said no, and my own brother refused to help me. My only remaining option was to kill Paul in a way that looked accidental and receive the payoff. Oh my gosh, from his life insurance. So I let Chupi lose and Paul got what was coming. And if you had nosed in my business, I'd be signing the papers for that insurance money right now. I can't believe you raised a chupacabra like a pet and insisted on your own brother when he didn't do what you wanted. Yeah, so I killed my brother. It's not like you can't do anything about it. You're not the police. Well, that's true. But now the police will have the confession they need to put you away for fratricide. What? But you can't. We're turning you in for murder. Good job, Luke. Good job. Well, Ace, we don't know what the police will make of this murder by chupacabra incident, but Susan's confession and fate are in their hands now. Well, I gotta hand it to you, Ace. That was a pretty slick trick you pulled, recording Susan's and Edgar's conversation. You too, Luke. Good job. Thank you, sir. We're just making sure Susan got her date with Destiny. Did you say date? Oh man, I'm so nervous and excited for my second date with Justine. I thought I was getting cold, but Ben made me some immune boosted tea, and I feel great. Aside from the butterflies in my stomach, I still don't know what to wear. Gotta go. Well, nice to see you too, Gwen. Anyway, while she's working on her wardrobe, we still have work to do. Let's get to the bottom of this malicious entity killing animals in the Southwest. Let's go to chapter 4. Let's not even do an outro. Yep, we know. We know, Luke, we just finished it. Yo, I got a crazy idea, Ace. Vampire Lady Bathsheba tries to be friends with all these creepy crawlies she meets. Think she knows something about this evil entity? Definitely worth a shot, Felix. We'll see if Bathsheba knows. Hey, Ace, have you seen my purse? Oh, it's right here. Sorry, I'm excited about my date with Justine. My phone's ringing. Hello, this is Gwen. Gwen, Justine, you've got to help me. I've been arrested. Wait, arrested for what? For murder. I didn't do it, I swear, Gwen. Please help me. This is my one phone call. I need... Wait, Justine. Justine, where'd you go? Ace, we have to call her back. Alright, Ace, I know you gotta call Justine back right now, so let me know when you're ready to talk to you about the unknown evil and we'll go. Luke, you're so nice. It's like, hey, this unknown evil. Not a big deal. Let's go figure out what's going on with Justine. Justine, are you there? Tell us how you got arrested. I don't understand it. I was at the restaurant waiting for you, and these FBI agents kind of came up and arrested me. They claim I murdered my sister. What? It's crazy. I would never do anything to hurt my sister. I loved her. Gwen, you're FBI too. You've got to get me out of here. Alright, stay calm. We'll go to the restaurant where you got arrested and try to figure out what's going on. Please, Gwen, I have to get out of here. Ace, I'll pay for the cab. Let's get to the restaurant fast. Orlando can make her a new outfit for sure you can. Well, and in this timeline, this is 10 years prior, so Orlando would be with his husband, I think. Oh, that's obviously a clue, but let's Ace, I'm so worried for Justine. I'm positive she didn't murder her sister. Justine said they had arrested her here, but the agents are gone. It looks like one of them forgot their laptop. Quickly, this is our only chance to find out why Justine is accused of murder. Let's crack the password. Oh, great. That's definitely something we should do. Crack an FBI password. That seems like a huge mistake, Gwen. Huge. Great, you got the F. Oh, welcome Agent Matheson. Why is that name familiar? Oh, right, we met him in Nevada, and he was super suspicious of us. Good thing he's not here to catch us with his laptop. Let's get the laptop to Hope and see what she can learn about Justine's arrest before Matheson even realizes it's gone. Hope, is there any info about Justine's arrest on Matheson's laptop? Well, Gwen, it generally pains me to say it, but Justine definitely murdered her sister. She chopped her head off. The axe was found next to the body, and there was a tarot card slipped in the sister's pocket. Wait, what? Oh, no, it can't be. It's not possible. What evidence do they have that it was Justine? Well, everything. Fingerprints on the axe, security footage at the scene, DNA. It was her. I'm sorry, Gwen. I don't know what to say. Justine couldn't have killed her sister. There's no way. Did you say there was a tarot card? Ace, do you remember Rainy Day's murder? Jesse Adams left a tarot card on the scene. What if Jesse committed this murder too? We must tell the FBI they caught the wrong killer. Agent Matheson doesn't like us, but we have to speak with him. Oh, brother. Yeah, I'm sure Matheson's gonna love us. Ace, you again. Didn't I tell you in Nevada to mind your own business? What are you doing with my laptop? You're returning it to you. And by the way, we know Justine Mason was arrested for murder. In all due respect, you've got the wrong person. So you read Jesse Adams in the paper, and he also left a tarot card on the victim's body. And it's clear Adams is a killer, not our friend. Well, who do you think you are telling me I've arrested the wrong person? I don't even know why I bothered to explain this, but Bankston did it. It's cut and dry. Besides, Adams was locked up in Seguro Pen at the time of the murder. Give me my laptop now and get out of my sight before I arrest you two for being thick, meddling idiots. Alright, Ace, well that didn't go too well. We need a moment. Let's get some food and sort this out. Still in shock, Ace. Whatever the FBI says, I don't believe Justine's killed. Of course you don't. But if Jesse Adams didn't commit this second murder, what does the tarot card mean? Sounds like talking to Jesse is our only hope for answers. Days. Let Matheson let slip that he's in Seguro Penitentiary. How can we go see him? I know. Hope is a pro forger. She could forge us entry clearance documents to visit Adams in prison. But first we need to get some ink. Let's go see if there's some at the artist studio at Taos Pueblo. Is there a copycat murder? Oh. Oh, I have enough cash, for sure. Hey, so there's gotta be some ink in this can brushes that we can use to forge legal certifications. Let's dig in. Right now, I have like 630 cash. Yeah, my thought is it actually was her, and one just has a huge stream of bad luck. There we go, there's some ink. I hate that. Awesome, this ink you found in the brush box is exactly what we need to make fake entry passes to visit Jessie in prison. Take this ink to Hope so she can get to work. I hate that. So Gwen, are you still holding out hope for your sweetheart's innocence? I wouldn't be in this line of work if I didn't believe the impossible was possible. I know she's innocent. I know, and I'm usually firm in my logic, Gwen, but I do hope you're right about Justine. To help you find out, I use ink to make some convincing entry passes. Aw, Hope, thank you. It means a lot that you'd help me like this. We're sure to get past security at Saguaro Penitentiary now, Ace. Let's get into some important looking suits and head out to see Jesse Adams. Jesse James. Jesse Adams, we need to ask you some more questions about your murder of Rainy Day. I already said I didn't kill anyone, but I saw you confess to a murder. That's what everyone says, but I don't remember anything. Not the murder, the investigation, or my confession. Last I remember, I was at a copper conference in Las Cruces, New Mexico. And the next thing I know is I woke up in this jail cell, and everyone said I murdered my friend Rainy Day. But you told us yourself you stabbed her with a crystal and left a tarot card pinned to her chest. I can't explain it, but I'm innocent. I didn't murder anyone. Something's horrible happened. I blacked out in Las Cruces and I don't remember anything. You've got to believe me. Oh, brother. Now, Sheba, let's talk about animals. You like animals, don't you? I love them. Animals are our furry friends. They're sometimes slimy or spiky. Yay, animals. Alright, well, you'd be sad if animals died, right? Some fluffy white sheep dropped dead for no reason. Oh, the sheepies. It's sad, yeah. But Daddy talked to me about this before and said it was bad, and that I shouldn't tell anyone. Secret, keep it. Little Miss Dead Sheepit. The only other person who knows is this old lady. Her name is Horsey something, I think. Gotta go, Ace. It's tea time, meat time, crackers, and some brie time. Later, crocodiles. Wow. So from Bathsheba's nonsense, sounds like Dr. Ackles mentioned his concern about the mysterious force, and she said something about an old lady named Horsey something, which sounds familiar. And you're right, we met someone named Melissa Roanhorse in Arizona. Could she have a relative living here? Looks like her grandmother's a high-ranking Navajo elder. Crazy Pants Bathsheba gave us a promising lead. My boy always told me it's polite to bring a gift before you request help from a tribal elder. Ace, we'd rather some sumac berries that make up hideout for Miss Roan house. I saw some sumac around the Taos Pueblo. Let's go get some. Yes, yes, yes. Oh dear. Oh my gosh. After this, I'm taking my kids out to go to the park, run around, get exhausted so that they don't scream as loud. Well, those sumac berries would perfect pack Miss Roanhorse. Let's pick up some. Let's do it. Yeah, I was thinking Jesse and James from Pokemon. I hope my kids get into Pokemon. I love that show. There we go. Perfect. Let's say sumac berries pick to Ben. Then he'll make the pie we'll give to Miss Roanhorse in exchange for her knowledge. I like your style, Luke. Ace, these are the juiciest sumac berries I've ever seen. Well, you didn't know all of them, did you? We had pie to give to Hasia Roanhorse in exchange for some information on the mysterious force killing animals. Don't sweat, Luke. I made the pie. It's cooling now. To get more of those berries, I can make pies for the team too. That's a great idea, Ben. But for now, Ace, look at this pie to Miss Roanhorse and see what she can tell us. I'm not, actually. My kids are screaming. I'll do it tomorrow morning. They need me to exercise them, basically. Miss Roanhorse, we really need your help. I figured from this delicious pie you brought me. What can I do for you? Lisa and I have a special interest in the occult. We travel the country learning about the mysterious forces beyond our world. But recently we heard about an unnamed evil hurting nature. We sought the wisdom of others before you, but only found rumors and fearful whisperings. What is this evil force you speak of? What are the signs? Strange animal deaths, lifeless bodies of sheep with sulfur on them. Farmers can't explain it, but they say it's been common around here for 5 years now. Oh, young man, your words upset me greatly. I recognize this dark force of which you speak. My ancestors knew it from when the world was young. It's an ancient evil, enemy of all nature. It's been creeping into our world for some time and grows stronger by the day. The dark forces, demons, the evil lords of the netherworld. Wait, what do you mean demons? The world is home to many creatures, and not all are human, and some are even dangerous. But demons are a menace to all living things. They're intruders in our world and will threaten us all if they gain ground. But this is all I can tell you, please. Take this amulet as a symbol of my goodwill. Ooh. Well, at least we finally got some answers about the evil force. I say a Roanhorse said the force is a demon. Never knew demons were a thing, let alone dealt with them. Even amongst hunters, demons are the stuff of legend. I've never dealt with them either, and I'd like to keep it that way. Dr. Atkins was a tough cookie, but even he was worried about this thing. Miss Roanhorse said it's awakening and gaining strength. If it's still growing, we ought to keep our eyes out for worse things than dead sheep. And speaking of worse things, I'm still reeling from Justine's arrest for the murder of her sister. I'm talking to Jesse Adams. I only have more questions. He doesn't remember his murder. He doesn't even remember us interrogating and arresting him, nor his confession. He says he blacked out days before it happened and woke up in a jail cell convicted of murder. And Justine denies the murder despite all the evidence to the contrary. Could it be that she doesn't remember like Jesse? Well, you think you remember cutting off someone's head. Wait a minute, remember Rick Lewis? He committed a murder while possessed by a ghost and had no memory of it? Could the same thing have happened to Jesse and Justine? Ghost possession. Well, that might explain the amnesia. Well, Jesse said the last thing he remembers is being in Las Cruces, New Mexico. Could he have been possessed there? Going there is the only way to save Justine. Let's head to Las Cruces and find out what really happened to Jesse and Justine. Alright, let's forget about this other huge, massive demon thing. Let's go try and save your girlfriend. That's okay, I'm good with that. Alright guys, well this has been Pigeonese88. I will see you guys tomorrow, actually. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. I gotta go do family stuff. And I will also ask for friends.